because I'm Russian, so I'm Orthodox. For Catholics, that's a bit different. How do I say it? I can't explain it. I think you know what I'm on about.
In the Quran it says, truly the example of Jesus is like the example of Adam. خَلَقَهُ مِن تُرَابٍ. God created him from dust. Then God said to him, be, and he became. There's a distinction between God and Jesus. God is the creator. Jesus is a prophet created by God. No different to the way he created Adam. He created Adam from dust and said, be, and he became. All we are calling people to is for you and me to worship the God that sent Jesus. Do you believe Jesus is God?
No.
You don't believe Jesus is God?
I believe he's the Son of God. He's not God at all. So that's my opinion. But other people, they would just say, oh, he's our God who came down as human. But I don't really believe that. I believe he's just the Son of God.
Right,
God
when you say Son of God, what does that mean?
He's basically, how do I say it without being inappropriate? Virgin Mary, he basically impregnated, God impregnated her, so she's a virgin. She come out, she didn't have intimate sex, she had none of that. That was God's gift to Mary. I don't know.
Because common sense and our own intrinsic inclination tells us that that can't be right. Because he didn't create Adam like that. To Adam, he created him from dust. He said, be, and he became. God doesn't need to come down and impregnate anyone. And you know when you say he's the Son of God, bro, let me ask you a question. In Exodus chapter 4, verse 23, Jacob is called the firstborn son of God. Think about that. In Psalms 8-2, God calls the human leaders and the judges, he calls them sons of the Most High. Anyone who represents God on earth, whether it's a judge who implements the laws of God or whether it's a prophet sent by God, the Hebrew language calls them sons of God. Doesn't mean that he's actually the Son of God. In Matthew chapter 5 verse 9, blessed are the peacemakers, for they shall be called the sons of God. Think about that. So if there's two people fighting and me and you go and break them up and make peace between them, we're now the sons of God. People, especially Christians, are misinterpreting the word Son of God. Adam was called the Son of God. Jacob was called the Son of God. Peacemakers are called sons of God. In fact, Moses is called Elohim, God. Does that make him God? What did Sarah call Abraham? Sarah called him Lord. Does that make him God? No. These are titles and names given to men, representatives of God. That's the Hebrew culture. It doesn't mean we make them the object of worship. How can he be God, bro?
He's not God, he's the Son of God. That's what other people say. That's my belief. He's the Son of God.
You know, in your book, Gospel of John, chapter 1, verse 19-21, Jews came up to John the Baptist. They asked him 3 questions. They said, are you the Messiah? What did he say? He said, no. They said, are you Elijah? He said, no, I'm not Elijah. Then they asked him one more question. Are you the prophet? He said, no, I'm not the prophet. Let me ask you a question. Who's the Messiah? Jesus. My question to you now is, who's the prophet? In the Quran, it says, do you remember when Jesus, the son of Mary, said, O children of Israel, Inni Rasulullah ilaykum. I am God's messenger to you. I'm confirming the Torah which came before me. Wa mubashiran bi rasulin. And I'm giving you the good news. A messenger, he will come after me. Ismuhu Ahmed. His name will be Ahmed or Muhammad. That's what Jesus said in the Quran. There's something similar in the Bible. Gospel of John, chapter 16, verse 7-15. Jesus said, but very truly I tell you, it's to your advantage that I go away. For if I do not go, the Paraclete will not come. But if I go, I will send him to you. When he, the Spirit of truth, comes, he will guide you into all truth. Jesus is saying someone will come after him. He will guide you into all truth.
Uncle, only time will tell, only God will tell what happened. Someone believes in Islam, someone believes in Christianity, some believe in some like Aries, but only time will tell what.
Can I just address that point? Jesus was asked in your book, what's the greatest of all the commandments? More important than not committing murder, more important than not stealing. You know what he said? Hear, O Israel, the Lord our God is one. Believing in the true concept of God. Jesus is saying in your book, it's more important to understand God correctly, more important than not committing murder. You might as well commit murder, but don't get your concept of God wrong. If you get that wrong and you start worshipping other things besides God, in the Quran it says, لَإِنْ أَشْرَكْتَ لَيَحْبَطَنَّ عَمَلُكَ وَلَتَكُونَنَّ مِنَ الْخَاسِرِينَ. If you worship anyone in addition to God, you will be from amongst the losers. Jesus was asked, what's the greatest commandment? He said, hear, O Israel, the Lord our God is one. So you can't stand there and say, you can believe what you want, I'll believe this, he believes that. No, bro, there's an urgency. You need to get your concept of God right before you die and face your Lord.